that you never seem to have enough money at the end of the month to pay your bills. You may search through every nook and cranny for some extra cash, but it still is not enough. What is the reason for this great dilemma? It could be because you do not have a specific planned budget that you follow every month. A budget is a plan for wise spending of your income, yet many people fail to have one. According to the website Fox Business, The Power to Prosper, sponsored by Fox News Network, which I accessed on April 4, 2014, many Americans have significant gaps in their personal finance knowledge, with more than 60% admitting to not having a budget, the highest level in 6 years. So many people do not have a budget, which makes them spend their money unwisely. This makes it important for everyone to have a budget. I have always been a good steward of my money, and I am always trying to spend it as wisely as I can. As opposed to what some people may think, a budget is easy to form and can be done in just a few simple steps. In order to form a budget, you must group expenses in different categories, estimate the total monthly expenses in each category, calculate your monthly income, and group each expense category as a percent of your monthly income. The first step in forming a budget is to group expenses in different categories. One category could be needs, which would include expenses such as housing, insurance, transportation, food, and health. Another category could be wants, which would include clothing, recreation and improvement, and miscellaneous. Also, a category could be savings, which would include an emergency fund, retirement accounts, and charitable giving. Once you form these three categories, you'll be able to complete the first step in forming a budget. And according to the website Bank of America, sponsored by Bank of America Corporation, which I accessed on April 9, 2014, creating a budget can help you feel more in control of your finances and allow you to save more money for your short or long-term goals. Once you complete this first step in forming a budget, you'll be one step closer in getting in more control of your finances. The second step in forming a budget is to estimate the total monthly expenses in each category. You must first look at your past receipts to find out how much is spent each month in each category. You can also check your online banking records for your debit and credit card purchases to see how much is spent each month in each category. Once you figure out the total monthly expenses for each category, you'll be able to see how much is spent each month, and you'll be able to complete the second step in forming a budget. The third step in forming a budget is to calculate your monthly income. You first need to calculate your gross income for the month, which is your income before deductions are made. Then you must calculate your net income for the month, which is your income after deductions, such as taxes are subtracted. Once you figure out your monthly income, you'll be able to see how much you have to spend each month, and you'll be able to see if you're spending too much or just the right amount. According to the website CNN Money, sponsored by Cable News Network, a Time Warner company, which I accessed on April 9, 2014, government figures show that many households with total income of $50,000 or less are spending more than they bring in. Once you complete this third step in forming a budget, you'll be able to see if you're one of those households who's spending more than you bring in. The fourth step in forming a budget is to group each expense category as a percent of your monthly income. You must first divide the estimated monthly expense for each category by your monthly income, which will give you a percent. Then you must make sure that the total estimated monthly expense does not exceed 100% of your monthly income. As you can see in this picture I found on USAA.com, once you figure out all the percentages for each category, you can make a circle graph, which will show you each category as well as their corresponding percentages. This makes it much easier to calculate all the percentages and to see if they total 100%. If all the percentages total more than 100%, this means that you're spending too much money and you will need to make some changes in your spending routine. Once you complete this fourth and final step, you'll be able to create a budget and be in more control of your finances. So now you can see that a budget is easy to form and can be done by grouping expenses in different categories, estimating the total monthly expenses in each category, calculating your monthly income, and grouping each expense category as a percent of your monthly income. A budget is very easy to form, and everyone can make one. And who knows, maybe by making a budget, you can spend your money more wisely and can have more than enough money to pay your bills, and maybe even a little extra to do some of the things you've always wanted to do.